Donald Trump just tried to win over military loyalty with a big-ticket promise, and now the truth has been revealed. Trump insulted the troops with a malignant lie. Get ready, folks. If you're a veteran or you have one in your family, this story will make you want to throw something at the screen. I cannot be held responsible for damage to your monitors, phones, or television sets. I'm just saying that now. I'm David Reddish. Welcome to Occupy Democrats. And do it now. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. But alrighty, on to our story. In case you tuned out last night, and really, who can blame you if you did, Donald Trump delivered a prime-time address aimed at, well, we aren't sure. What political analysts expected to be a speech unveiling a new policy initiative or some other major announcement turned out to be a retooled, tired version of Trump's stump speech, one littered with lies. CNN has a breakdown.
Caitlin, that was a fact-check it, half-asleep kind of presidential speech. So many of these claims have been debunked so many times. For example, the president said inflation is stopped. As Harry pointed out, it's not stopped. It's 3%. In fact, September, that 3% rate was the fifth consecutive month inflation had increased. The president also said that he inherited the worst inflation. He said some might say in the history of the country. Again, he inherited 3% inflation in January. Even the 9.1% peak of the Biden era in June 2022 was about a 40-year high, not a 48-year high, nowhere close to the all-time high of more than 23%. He spoke of cutting prescription drug prices by 400 to 600%. Those figures are mathematically impossible. If you cut it by more than 100%, people would get paid to get their medications, which of course is not happening.
Whoppers, right? Oh, it gets so much worse. Stay with me. In addition to Trump's standard lies about employment, prices, inflation, and just about everything else, there was this buried nugget, which, I'm guessing, was supposed to be a major point of pride. Take a look. And once again, I cannot be held responsible if watching this clip gives you stupid. Robert Kennedy Jr. has banned the vaccine.
Tonight, I am also proud to announce that more than 1,450,000, think of this, 1,450,000 military service members will receive a special, we call warrior dividend before Christmas, a warrior dividend in honor of our nation's founding in 1776. We are sending every soldier $1,776. Think of that. And the checks are already on the way. Nobody understood that one until about 30 minutes ago. We made a lot more money than anybody thought because of tariffs, and the bill helped us along. Nobody deserves it more than our military, and I say congratulations to everybody. And by the way, we now have record enlistment in our military, and last year we had among the worst recruitment numbers in our military's history.
So, a big military bonus to our service members to the tune of $1,776 each. Sounds good, especially since Trump claims that money is coming from tariffs and that this is a new payment his administration has engineered. There are two big problems with that promise, though. For one thing, Congress controls this kind of funding, so if service members were to get some new bonus, they would have to appropriate the money. And they haven't, at least not exactly. There's a bigger issue here. One far more fundamental and nefarious. It's a big lie! Early this morning, online magazine Defense One broke the story that these mysterious bonuses were not actually bonuses at all. In fact, the money is coming from payments that service members were already entitled to and going to receive. A senior administration official told Defense One, quote, Congress appropriated $2.9 billion to the Department of War to supplement the basic allowance for housing entitlement within the One Big Beautiful Bill. Approximately 1.28 million active component military members and 174,000 reserve component military members will receive this supplement, close quote. The $2.9 billion is meant to subsidize the basic allowance for housing. What Trump has done is just rename the payment to call it a warrior dividend and make it sound like he personally raised the money. So in other words, Trump took money that troops were already going to receive, renamed it a warrior dividend, and then lied to say that his tariffs generated the funds. It's all flat out false. Congress appropriated that money through taxpayer dollars. Service members were going to receive it as a housing stipend, not as some special Trump-created bonus. You know, obviously on this show we talk a lot about the lies Trump and his cadre of winged monkeys love to spew. There's no shortage. But to insult the troops, which Trump claims to love, by lying to them, trying to gaslight them into thinking that they're getting more money rather than money they were already entitled to, that's a new low, even for that orange, possibly syphilitic blimp. And to do it at the holidays, this is like your drunk dad forgetting to buy gifts for the family, so on Christmas Eve he goes through everyone's closet and rewraps clothes they already have, hoping that anyone would not notice. Trump wants to look like Santa, but in reality, he's closer to a cracked out dude in a stocking hat begging you to sit on his lap. And if you're foolish enough to try, I hope you brought toilet seat covers. This is Occupy Democrats.